when you take out the sex and you stay celibate, even if not for the whole relationship, but for like the beginning part, you actually get to know the person. You ask the questions that need to be asked. You have like proper conversations. You know the person's thought process. You know this.
You know the vibes already, you guys. You guys know already. Like, did a little cameo in Phases season 2. So I was like, yeah, I have to bring the review. Plus, I actually got some requests for this, so I'm just gonna jump right into this video. So I'm doing like a whole season review, and that means that there's a lot I have to say. Like, there's a lot we're going to be unpacking. I feel like this video is going to be long, but like, just stick with me here because I'm gonna be spilling tea. So if you go, nothing for you. Let's say cast of Phases. All of una jazz up. You guys need to jazz up because all of you, they're just using you guys' head to even go by me that was forming macho man. They have used his head to knock nothing. No. All of you all need to jazz up on God. They added new people. They added Joshuarichards, which ended up playing Pre. They added Shalewa, and who else again did they add? I think there were only 2 new people that they added into the show this season. And I was watching it at first, I was like, this Sukomi babe never really liked Naomi, because like the way, first of all, from the onset, we already know that he kind of settled for her just because, you know, Tunde, you know, plugged her in, and Ini wasn't really giving him any highs. But at the same time, I'm like, this man, like, you're stressing this babe. Like, literally, they used Naomi to do cameo because she was there for like all of what, 2 minutes or something, and then they were like, bye, cut off here at the end, finish. That's the end of your character in this. But yeah, to me, he just never really liked her. Like, I think he thought she was a nice person, but I don't really think he liked her like that. And I just, like, Suki's not even cute. Like, his character in the show, it's not even something I would look at twice. No offense to him, it's just that he's so naive, he's quiet, there's just a lot of things that I probably wouldn't be interested in. But at the same time, now they pack premium babe, so I don't quite get it. Like, this is a clear situation of nice guys are the worst. Nice guys, see, when they say nice guys finish last, lies. It's all lies. Nice guys, they're the worst because they will play you. There is no reason for Suki to be playing 3 different girls. Nah. And a part of me actually feels like him and Tunde most likely would end up together. And I don't even know why what's her name, Shalewa, brought it up, because you know it's one of them situations where you never actually think about it until someone brings to your notice. It happened to me now. There was this guy I liked. No, I didn't even like him then. He was my friend. And people were not saying that. Arese, Aisha, you are one of them. Arese, wow, you and this guy really get along. You don't like him, me too all day. And that's why I had to be catching feelings. And God, the whole line went down, never again. So see, when people tell you guys do good together, just say, he's the devil. The devil is working, because on God, you don't want to be going down that line. Sometimes it works out though, but majority of the time, you guys should have just stayed as best friends. I feel like now Suki is going to be thinking to himself, Tunde and like Chuchu, be like say we are a match. And you know, Suki have not yet kissed any girl ever so slightly, so it could just they do like see, don't do it. If you're watching this, don't do it. You know, they had that question of, friends asking you to cut off someone. Have you ever had that situation? And for me, like, I haven't, but I feel like it's not every time that a friend asking you to cut off someone is bad. Like, maybe sometimes you can just see what it is that you can't see. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, there are some people that I've actually like liked or been with, and I just knew that these friends that they had, not because I was trying to be possessive or anything, just that I knew that the friends that they had were gonna drag them down the wrong road. Catch yourself. So I was just like, but I didn't say it. Where they will say Arese is insecure. Where they will say Arese is a negative energy. And then what you don't want is your partner's friends hating you. So I just was just there like, hello. But in back of my hand, if I had the option, I would save your life and remove you. But that's a different case. If it's not a case of there is nothing wrong with this person, your partner doesn't just like them, maybe because they're insecure, maybe because they feel like they're taking away, like they're taking the time that you and your partner should be spending together away, then that's when you should be like, okay, relax. I think it's a situation of you have to kind of gauge why they want you to cut off that person. And then if you think you have a head, you have a shoulder, you have a head on your shoulder, you have a brain, you now need to think about it and be like, this makes sense, this doesn't make sense. But I don't think it's like 100% negative or bad for somebody to tell you that it's your friend, I don't like this your friend though. They just need to give you valid reasons, and you need to agree with those valid reasons. she'll get. So would you date somebody, like for me when I was watching it, I was like, Inni has fumbled it back. Inni really did fumble it back because this guy really liked her and she was just there moving like a snake, moving like a snake, and she now went to go and do friend to benefit big boobemi. And you know, like, it's a situation for me, it's a situation of I don't know how she wants to now go from boobemi to Suki, and you know, now boobemi likes her, and then Suki, even Suki Gansa, he didn't even know what he's doing in his life. So boobemi likes her, Suki is just there moving shady, and I just really wish she had just, like, if she liked Suki, she should have just stopped Suki, because now she's trying to impute herself. Well, she has imputed herself, and it's just like, would you date somebody that your friend or your very close, your roommate, one of your closest friends has already had a thing with? Especially, like, I know people say not, like, maybe if it's been a while then I may try, but like, this is like, she literally is leaving Buwemi to go to Suki. Would you do that? Like, if it was you, me, I cannot do it though. Like, for me, if my partner if my partner has been involved with anybody that I know, like a friend, even if I'm not very close, just someone that I know and I talk to, it's already very sticky for me. Except I really, like, no, God, I can't. But would you, like, are you okay with it? Maybe me, I'm just uptight. Maybe that's the situation. But comment down below. Would you guys actually be okay with it or not? Especially in this situation. One of my favorite things about Phases is the, like, at the end of the episode, at the end of the episode, that part where they put, like, they actually allow people to give their real-time opinions, and that's like my favorite thing about it. It really gives the show a lot of relatability. You get to see more personality. I really like that about it, like, and that's kind of what my channel is going to be like now. Like, I'm just going to be putting some form of relatability to normal experiences to almost every movie, as much as I can to every movie that I review on here. So be getting, see, if you've not subscribe now, because it's gonna be tea overload. I'm gonna be dropping my live tea. But yeah, so they asked, would you go back to a cheating partner? I actually recorded the answer to this, but I didn't send it in because I didn't want them to drag me on YouTube. You know, this YouTube Ndani people, like, people, I don't want them to drag me by my hair. But would I go back? I feel like I've tried to take back people that I liked and cheated, and you know, like, it just mentally, I just became really insecure, trust issues and that. So I personally wouldn't, but I feel like you can, if you feel you can handle it. And if you feel like they're not going to do it, like, if you trust them to not do it again, if you think it's worth it, then you can. But can we all just desist from doing dirty stuff like cheating? I don't even know why that's a thing. I don't quite get it, but, like, I don't know. What do you think? Would you take back a cheating partner? Have you taken back a cheating partner before? You know, what's your thoughts on it? Is this something you are open to doing? Are you like, once you've cheated, she belongs to the streets? Like, what's your opinion about it? Please, guys, let me know. See, we comment about this thing, because now, duty dirty, girls got a party. Fam, you know that time when JJ was like, oh, I'm gonna make your hair on me. In my head, I was just like, you know, see waiting Tiara do Tayo for the men's club. You too, you didn't give card. You think say romantic. You didn't know you get 65,000 credit alert, now you'll be shouting. And true, you know, because, like, well, maybe it's love language. Maybe me, I've not yet experienced love language before. Speaking of love languages, there was a time when, like, Tunde had to ask JJ, like, oh, what's my love language? And he did not know. What is my own love language? My love language is acts of service. I mean, I love all the love languages, with physical touch being my list. But, like, I kind of know how to adapt. Like, I've liked someone who physical touch was his first love language, so I had to adapt to that. But what's your love language? And I feel like, again, it's very important to know your friends' love language and your partner's love language, so you can love them the way they want to be loved, not the way you would want to be loved. How we corresponding? How we communicating? Sugar, I'm actually enjoying this review so much because I'm just here doing my thing, freestyling and that. So they also had that question about, would you ask first, you know, before you, I mean, do you want to ask me? Lord, I said it, okay, you must to ask. Like, okay, you don't have to, but I just feel like it's ideal, especially, again, like Fariba said, consent important. Someone said it's consent and vibes. I get that consent and vibes feel like, you know, you're going up the vibes, but sometimes, you know, the person may have the vibes but they are not ready to kiss you yet. So that vibe, you can't really give you 100% trust. So I feel like at least the first time you should just ask and be like, oh, can I kiss you? Like the first time somebody asked me, can I kiss you? I was like, oh, I was shy. I was like, I don't even know, did I say yes? I mean, I said no. Oh no, I said yes. I was like, yes, you can. But it's cute though. We move back. Then if you even ask me consent, you make me to know that you understand consent, and then you are now just looking sexy in my eye. I'm like, yes, you can kiss me. Rubbish me, baby. What do you want them to ask you? Like, what do you think? Because some people say it kills the vibe. I don't know if it kills the vibe, but I'm not of that cool. I'm not of that school of thought. But would you want them to ask you like, can I please do? Would you want them to ask you? Comment down in the comment section. Yeah, guys, I don't know. This video is going to be very long, but it is what it is. Is it possible for you to like multiple people? I have a friend who used to be like, oh, man, I have a big heart, you know, I can like multiple people. And I never really understood it until one time. It's just that I'm a very loyal person. Like, if I do say so myself, I'm a pretty loyal person. So I liked this guy and things were cool, but like we're in a rocky situation at that time. Like, we're not dating, we're just situationshiping. Because if you know, see, any man I'm talking about on this channel, just know that situationship. I don't date, I have commitment issues, so I did run from that P. I like me talking stage, me situationship. Actually, I have a video on that, so if you guys want that video, and this one's be like a group of people, if you want that video, comment that you want the video and I'll bring it to you. But yeah, like I was talking to this guy, you know, things were a bit rocky at that time. And then there was another guy, but then because of the loyalty that is in me, I was like, yeah, no, I don't do that, I don't do. But like I've seen a lot of people like 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, 5 people. Do you think it's possible for you to like more than one person? And do you feel like if you like more than one person, it's actually you liking that person, or are you just fascinated or infatuated with them? And like, can you like more than one? Like, can you like 3 people equally, or you would know the one that you prefer in your heart? Because some people say they cannot choose, like they actually like all. I like you all, I can't really choose. So me, I don't know about that. Like, I feel like if you like all of us, something is wrong with you. That just it. Something you are do crazy. For me, I don't know, I can't really speak on it because I did not like 2 people at the same time. I cancelled, like in my head I was just like, yeah, it can't happen. So I just talked to the person that I already liked and just like, you know, yeah. But I'm thinking about like, if I had given, like, I don't know, if I had tried to like both of them at the same time, I definitely would have liked one more. Like, or maybe not more, but for like different, this thing's confusing, you know. I mean, you can like them different reasons. So you can't, I'm seeing it. You can like them for different reasons, but you cannot now pick. Because see, like, let's say this one, he do buy you clothes. This other one, he do support your creativity. Like, you know, so you are liking the fashion, the wardrobe, but there you're liking the support. So one is receiving gifts, the other one acts of service and word of affirmation. Love languages are getting ticked. Hey God, it will be difficult. I think that's why I'm not going to ever allow myself get into that situation, because it go rough for me to figure out who I like. Would you ask a guy out? And guys, if a girl should ask you out, like, what's your take on it? How are you feeling? Like, I'm not saying slide into your DM. I'm like, ask you, like, you know how any asks me, like, would you be my boyfriend? Like, would you ask a guy out, like, would you be my boyfriend? I don't know if I'm like, I feel like, you know, that society has kind of made it seem like guys have to ask the girls out, which is calm. Like me, I shoot my shot too. But when it comes to the actual, like, asking, would you be my boyfriend? Or more like, which way now? You just ask me now. So that I mean, so I know, because so that I know that you're interested, because clearly you know I'm interested. So now I need to know you're interested. So ask me out. Like, you know, ask me like, Arese, you're looking sweet. You're a babe. Would you be my girlfriend? I'm gonna be like, you know, remember the time when we were younger, and we'll be like, I have to think about it. Anyway, what are your thoughts on celibacy? Woo! Now for me, if you've seen, anyway, you must have seen me. Anyway, me, if you want to know my thoughts on it, you gotta go watch it. I already said that. Actually, I answered like 4 questions. I have the video on my IGTV. So if you want to see like my other answers I did not make it to the actual show, go and check it out there on my IG. But celibacy for me, I feel like like I don't have any issues with it. I think it should work, but both parties have to be, on the same page about it. It can't be one person saying like let's be celebrating and the other person is like this not kids, we must get it. Especially when they say Lagos in the same. Let's not even go into that because that's a topic for another day. Okay, this whole workplace, like God forbid bad thing that me, Arese Osakwe, I would carry my double left leg and resign from a company because I want to date a man. God forbid. Because spacing now, she is there, he's locking lips with Ini. Like she's searching for a job, she's a job seeker, she go back to being a job seeker. Nothing for me. I'm not gonna do that. Like if lol, if you don't want to adjust the rules, kosi wala, I would just carry my legs and be my own person and be working. But I would never. It's just something as relocating, changing your school, changing, like there are just so many big decisions that you should not make for a boyfriend. Do you know the worst part about them? They literally just started dating. And she has quit her job for him, and like he hasn't actually really given anything for her yet. And I know we should not be counting it, but there's such a big thing like quitting your job that please sir, you need to give me something to hold on to. And I think it maybe because he has not invested a lot in the relationship, that's why he can be kissing in it. Because if he quit his job for, you see, good example, you see JJ, you see how JJ met that babe at the bar and remembered all the things he had to go through to get Tunde back. When you actually work for it, maybe you're most likely to stick. But no, she quit her job for a man. God forbid. This is why I'm against workplace relationships, because the drama is too much. I don't even do school. I don't even do class, like we're in the same class, because I even suffer from second embarrassment. If they just ask you a question, you don't know it, I'll just be like, oh God, oh, this my man is a mumu. So I don't be doing that P. I don't do it, you two don't do it to me. Let's just stay. Maybe when we've graduated, we can try. The last thing I actually want to say, I don't know, like, there's this thing people do where they're like, you see how Ini was like, how is one day? And then he was like, she's fine. And then he's like, how is Bubemi? How are you and Bubemi? Like, for me, I just find that thing to be, I'm not on that P, like, I find it really weird when, like, people you've been involved, not weird, but, like, I don't really like to do it. When people you've been involved, you ask you, like, how is your boyfriend? Or how are you and that guy? I just think, like, are you pressed? Because I think, like, when you ask, you kind of seem pressed. Like, look at Ini actually, like, you're pressed for information. Does that make sense? Like, you're trying to find out the tea, like, are you guys still together and stuff like that? And I just think, like, all that is so childish. Like, if you want to ask me, just like, are you still dating that guy? So you're saying, how is you and this guy? And then she's like, oh, there's no me and him. Okay, like, I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? Like, I don't know. I'm not really on it. But if you ask me, Sha, yeah, one answer, and I'll ask you back so that it's not be like I'm not bothered. But like, I don't know, like maybe because I like to stalk, so I'd rather stalk you and find out than actually ask you, and then you will not be thinking, so Arese is interested, Arese is following whether or not I'm told this person. That's just how it is in my own head though. Wait, this is just how I'm thinking it in my head. But yeah guys, this has been a long video and I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If I mention something in this video and you know that it's you, or when you are feeling like it's you, you can message me that Arese, see me or something, and I can give you the information. But yeah, my name is Arese and I'm a Nollywood lifestyle YouTuber. I create content about Nollywood. I relate them to our everyday lifestyle. So please, if you've not subscribed, subscribe, like this video, tag Ndani, you know the vibes. And yeah, follow me on Instagram as well. See you guys in my next video. Bye.